Hi, you're welcome to the inaugural launch of the Digital Influencer Show. I promised you this year I was going to double my efforts and bring nothing but value, and I am amazed and over the moon that we get to actually launch the show. The goal of the show basically is to get individuals who have been through life situations, be it connected to business, family, sports, whatever spectrum of life that you currently are engaging in, and bring these individuals who have experience, who have that vast knowledge of info that can help you out there today, who is currently watching this content, to be able to continue to strive, continue to move forward, push forward in the face of adversity and challenges till you are at that comfortable spot where your goal and your aspirations want to sit. Today I have a very amazing guest. In fact, it's so funny that our inaugural launch of the show has to be him. He's a very good friend of mine. His name is MACAULAY, aka KMAC Grill, aka MACAULAY, aka Mr. Black Box, and like I said, the AKAs can go on and on and on. But like I said, he's quite a unique individual. I've known him for a couple of years, an adage serial entrepreneur. He's tested a lot of business models, and eventually his primary goal and objectives right now are to move and capture a bigger niche in the food industry through the adage of the KMAC Grill business model. Hey, come on guys, I want to welcome us on the launch of this new show, and I'm sure it's going to give us that amount of value that we all are requiring. As we start the conversation, I would like to officially introduce you to ENITAN, KMAC. For the sake of the show, I'm going to be calling him KMAC Grill. Hi, Maki. How are you doing?
Nice.
Welcome on the show. Good to have you aboard, man.
Nice.
I know we've known for a couple of years, and you're quite a few of my very unique friends, and I felt personally that to launch this show, having studied and being a part of your growth, I felt it would be a privilege. To myself and the viewers out there, to be able to be a part of your life journey. And I'm sure at the end of the day, whoever consumes this would eventually take one or two things that would either transform their business or transform their life, or basically change their philosophy of life. Welcome to the show, aka myself, the Digital Influencer. Why don't you just tell us a little about yourself, personal stuff for the viewers out there.
The AKAs or the real name?
Anything that makes you comfortable. Anything that makes you comfortable.
Okay, so hello everyone. My name is MACAULAY. I'm the Chief Operating Officer of KMAC Grill. KMAC Grill is the brand that owns the Black Box, and we're a barbecue company. We're a one-stop barbecue company, basically. We do all types of grilled food, and
I love the concept of the Black Box, but hey, tell us a little about I know you've got kids, I know you're spiritual in that sense.
Okay, so
the reason why I'm saying that is because when I speak about my coined personal developmental strategy, which is tied to 3 pillars: the mental, the physical, and the spiritual.
Okay.
How does that play into who you are? Are you checking all 3 boxes? Are you someone who regularly, refreshes their mind in terms of what you consume? Are you a researcher? Do you read books? Are you constantly wanting to learning? Are you connected spiritual in any sense? And do you partake in any form of exercise or some form of a bodily maintenance schedule?
okay. a Christian.
Okay.
I pray.
All right.
Like every other Christian, and I can't deny the fact that there's a lot of spirituality tied to my success.
Interesting.
The reason why the brand is what it is today is because of things that I've done in the past spiritually, I believe, and what I heard. I think the ability to pick up a vision and run with it, you have to be spiritually inclined.
All right.
I don't think there's anybody that's successful without any form of spirituality or whatever.
Some form of a higher level connection, you mean? All right.
So that's that. Then in terms of, you spoke about reading books.
Yeah. So that mental.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
It doesn't necessarily have to be books.
I'm a typical Nigerian.
Yeah.
I don't like to read.
All right. Same to me.
So it's just been over the last few years because of, business. You're trying to grow.
Okay.
So you need to do research and stuff.
All right.
But normally I don't like to.
Fantastic. And that's what it comes.
So.
But you're always wanting to learn new
Yes.
things and
So-
you infuse that in your life.
And then another thing is that I can say has also helped me
Okay.
is in my personal life.
Okay.
I work out.
All right. Okay.
Okay. So I used to be way bigger than this.
All
I'm
right.
sure you know.
Yeah.
I was about 12 kg.
Yeah, and I know you used to be like a very good avid cyclist. You always
Exactly. So
yeah.
I'm not going to lie about this.
Mm-hmm.
This my weight loss
Okay.
workout schedule
Okay.
has really helped me in my work life.
Okay.
So this is how I look at it.
Okay.
If you put your mind to something,
Yeah.
you will do it.
Okay.
You decide that when you wake up in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
you must work out.
All right.
So you have to do it. So you might be tired mentally, okay?
Mhm.
You might be tired physically,
Okay.
but you know you have to get it done. It's
Fantastic.
like you're going to work in the morning. Oh, nobody really wants to go to work.
Yeah. Especially for people that don't even like what they do.
Exactly.
All right.
So
fantastic.
you are going to work, you wake up in the morning, but you know you have to get to work.
Yeah.
So it's the same way you have to make it a part of your life.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So it's about getting some things done. So if you can attain some form of, for me, when I started my weight loss thing, it was like a personal, I wanted to do it for myself.
Okay.
And I was so, I don't think I've ever been happy with any other thing.
Okay.
All apart from the black box.
Okay. Of course. I mean.
Yeah, but this is personal. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
I don't think I've been happy with any other thing. I've been able to, because I've tried and tried and tried. You know how many times I've tried to lose weight?
Okay.
Well, I got it right. I got my diet right.
Okay.
I started reading on it. So many things that I didn't know.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And trust me, in the last 1 year, it has driven me. Because it's almost as if I'm living a regimented life.
Thank you. So there's a lot of
You
discipline
need to,
infused.
exactly.
Yeah.
So you need to, in fact, to be successful, I've just realized that to be successful,
Yeah.
you have to live some form of regimented life.
Fantastic.
Which is you have to have some form of discipline.
All right.
Yeah.
I like that word. That word discipline is
Yes.
critical.
Yeah.
So you've kind of like itemized a regime that
So
you're
you wake up
supposed
in the
to
morning,
follow.
exactly.
Yeah.
So look at what successful people do.
Yeah.
If you read,
Yeah.
you wake up in the morning, it's like exercise. Exercise wakes your brain up.
Great.
So most of the things I want to do
Okay.
during the day, some people think I'm even crazy because by 5 in the morning, I'm
You're-
texting my workers, I'm already...
You're already
okay,
following up
because,
on
yeah.
Okay. Good.
So most of the things you want, it prepares you for the day.
All right.
You're up and running.
Okay.
You get me. You come back and then you're ready to go for the day.
Awesome.
And it helps you.
Awesome.
You get what I'm saying? So you know you're not supposed to do this if you're trying to achieve something.
Mm-hmm.
You need to sacrifice a few things
All right, that's another word, sacrifice.
Yeah.
So we hit 2 words now,
Yeah.
discipline, sacrifice.
So,
Fantastic, very good. Do you want to just shed a bit of light on your family life in terms of, I know you've got 2 beautiful girls.
Yeah, I'm married.
All right.
I've been married for 10 years.
Okay.
I've got 2 girls.
Fantastic, beautiful girls too.
Yeah.
Okay.
My first daughter is 11 years old.
Okay.
And the second one is 8 years old.
So basically what you're saying to us today and the audience is that amidst your regimented schedule, you're also a family man, a father and a husband.
Yes.
All right, and you've been able to mix all of this together to still be able to deliver who ENITAN MACAULAY is today. All right, very good, great. Once again, it's awesome that you're on the show, and I'm sure, and this is personal to me, but I feel deep down inside, whoever, somewhere watching this today is going to pick something that will change their lives drastically. All right, KMAC, talk to me. The audience will probably want to know what your business journey has been like. How many years you put in the game? What really was what was the instigating factor? What was the drive to determining how you enter the business space, and exactly how that has played out over the amount of years you've been in the game?
Are you sure?
Yeah, and we want the truth. We want the truth that you're ready to let out.
I mean, if we're not here to. If you really want people to learn from you, there's no need to lie about.
Of course. I mean,
if I think the mistake most entrepreneurs make, or so-called people that are up there, is they make it seem as if it's that easy, or you say this.
So the flashy Instagram thing, them in private jets or money on the bed and that type of lifestyle.
Is a different ball game when you're building a business from scratch.
Okay.
So, how I start? Let me. I think I should start with how I started business.
All right.
Okay.
That would be good.
So, I went to ENITAN.
All right.
While we were in school. Okay, so I wanted to study banking and finance.
All right.
So, at that point, everybody was. I mean, my brothers were working in banks. Everybody, all my siblings had corporate jobs. Everybody was. Do you understand? So I used to see everybody all the time.
Yeah. So the 9-to-5 lifestyle.
I mean, while we were in school.
Yeah.
So it was nice, and that was what me and most of my friends.
Okay.
Want to do this job, want to work in this bank and all that. So, but then banking was still a bit flashier and everything. So
true.
But along the line, I ended up studying education administration.
All right.
So I think that was the first wake up call
for you.
Yes. Okay. Now you're studying education administration. What are you going to do with education administration? I don't want to be a teacher. I don't want to be this. So I think from there, that moment, I started, telling myself, okay, it looks like you're going to have to go into entrepreneurship.
All right. So basically, you have to become more.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
So my mindset started changing.
All right.
And then I started a business.
Okay.
I started selling clothes.
Oh, okay.
While I was in uni.
Okay.
So I started with a clothes business. I did it for about 5 years. About 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
And a lot of ups and downs.
So, well,
yeah.
So
business.
Yeah.
And let's not forget I was young.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't really know much about cash, all this financial.
Yeah, the nitty-gritty of running a business. So you basically
I
sell the money you
money
get.
exactly, and I was very
spend.
disciplined.
Yeah.
I was very disciplined.
Okay.
You make money and you spend it.
Yeah.
And then you don't put it back in the business. And I was spending on frivolous stuff. and I had a family to take care of as
Okay.
well. So, you know, I think I got my priorities wrong. I had misplaced priorities.
I mean, it's allowed.
Yeah.
We all experience that.
So, I learned the hard way.
Okay.
So, but along the line, while I was doing the business, you know, there's this thing about how there's this drive, there's this thing inside you that just quest for more.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So, you say, okay, there's this seminar, and you know, once you already know that this is the line you want to follow,
Yeah.
you don't have a choice. Some people will just keep pushing you.
Okay.
So, along the line, seminars here, seminars there, they're doing this, they're doing that. So, the very first, would I call it a revelation that I caught was actually, so it was a business, it was like a business talk in the church.
Okay.
So my pastor then said something and I just grabbed it, that was all. And I ran with it. He talked about the best business you can ever do in this kind of economy that we have. This was
How many years ago?
over 10 years ago.
Wow. Okay.
15 years ago.
Okay.
Exactly, about 15 years ago. Is service delivery.
Okay.
You know how you can offer a service. You need people who need services. You know, and he spoke about clothing, he spoke about food,
Okay.
clothing and shelter. And I just held on to it and I ran.
Okay. All right.
So I knew I was already in the clothing business.
Business, yeah.
I knew I wanted to take the food business on.
Okay.
I didn't know how I was going to
Do the real estate part, yeah.
I didn't know how I was going to do it.
Okay.
But I knew I was going to take it one by one.
Okay.
So I had made mistakes in clothes business. Stand up, learn, you fall, you learn,
Okay.
had a few issues, but why, you know how women are.
Well, yeah, we know.
You know how they are with finances.
Yeah.
You don't plan,
Yeah.
it was my own.
Always,
I just come
accounting
out,
for every naira and kobo, yeah.
business, I just go,
You're blowing all the which we can run with, yes.
So the reason why I'm going into all this is so that anybody that is watching,
Mm-hmm.
now I'm going through the same thing. It's normal.
Okay.
We just, trust me, a lot of people that you think are up there didn't just start like that.
Okay.
They also made mistakes.
Mistakes, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So let me go back to how I was going to start the food business.
Okay.
So at that point, what I was making from the clothes business was not enough to feed the family.
So you had to basically look out your space and start to think about how can I generate
I need
more
multiple,
money?
yes,
Yeah.
multiple
Streams of income, yeah. All right. Okay.
Yeah, so this also came from learning stuff.
Okay.
Do you understand that? Look, you can't in this kind of economy, and I think as well, ability to foresee,
Okay.
foresight as well.
Okay.
I'm saying all these things because these are things you also need.
Okay.
And at that point, maybe, what did I know? I just really checked it out. Oh, this thing is true. The way this economy is going,
Yeah.
it might just turn out to be a more of an entrepreneur. And look at what happened over the
Yeah, the
last.
platform, yeah, the recession,
at what
the
happened.
crash of the dollar.
So,
You know,
from selling clothes, my parents were not happy with me.
I can imagine.
That's the first
I
thing.
can imagine.
So you
coming
have
from
people.
your background.
Exactly.
Yeah, you expected to do like a 9 to 5, pay banker and all that. Yeah, we get that.
My brothers were working in the bank.
Yeah.
Everybody was okay, and then me, I'm saying I want to sell clothes.
And
Now, the first problem was you even want to sell
Some
clothes.
clothes, yeah.
Now you don't only want to. Okay, how do you want to feed your family now?
All right, I like that.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
I like that.
But like I said, there's still something that was driving me.
Okay.
I said, no, I'm not going to give up. So I sat down with my wife. I said, okay, we need another stream of income. She didn't have a job then.
Okay.
And I said, look, you can.
And that must have been really tough.
I was
Yeah,
very
I can
much. So
imagine
all that
that.
while I was
Yeah.
selling clothes and jacket and all that. So at the same time, I'm trying to look for a job
Okay.
for her and all that. So I said, you know how to cook? Let's start doing.
Okay. Okay.
But she's not really that kind of person.
Okay.
Do you understand what I'm saying? She's more of a career. she's an engineer. So
Okay,
she's a
so
career
that
person.
9 to 5
Exactly. So,
focus is more
So
what she's at.
it wasn't, the drive wasn't really, you know, but we knew we needed extra source of income.
Definitely.
So I took it on. We started together,
Okay.
you know, but she got a job eventually.
Okay.
And then she had to start going to work. So I took it on, and I got one guy that used to do barbecue for me then in uni.
Okay.
And I learned from the guy.
Alright.
So he taught me a few things, you know, okay, come on, do. So I have some of my close friends as well.
Okay.
And, you know, I told about it, and they encouraged me.
Okay. To go, fulfill your dreams, just drive it.
You know. So we started drilling from the back of my house.
Alright, from the back of your house, people. From the back of this house.
So we started drilling from the back of my house, and I started telling people, oh, this is what I do now. Although, then, when you have all your friends working in another company, you have this person here, oh, this one just got a job with telecoms, and then you are going to start telling people that, oh, I do barbecue now.
So how did you, like, I'm just curious, how were you able to manage that phase in your journey? You know, like what you just said now, everybody, I mean, I can just imagine in a gathering, probably
what do you do?
Sometimes,
so let me tell you.
Yeah, so just share that with us.
So sometimes I'll say cell phones.
Okay.
I'll check the gathering
and determine what you
exactly
respond to.
And then I have this other business.
Okay.
But it took a while, you know, to start
to get comfortable.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, it took a lot of courage over the next few months.
Okay.
And then I started, so let me tell you the most interesting part.
Alright.
We started the business, told a few people, this is what we do. You know how people will talk now?
Yeah.
Call some planners, call this, and then people will say, don't worry, okay, we'll call you. Even family members, don't worry, we'll call you. Nobody wants to use an inexperienced person for a job.
So basically not giving you the opportunity to.
So first things first, that's what you should have at the back of your head when you are starting a new business. Do you understand what I'm saying? Nobody really wants, especially if you're a service provider.
Okay.
Do you understand? Because you can't blame them as well because of experience.
Yeah.
Nobody wants you to come and mess them.
Event or whatever.
So it's don't feel bad. You get what I'm saying? So I got discouraged, and why I'm saying this is because I got discouraged and I left the business.
Alright.
I stopped.
So there was a period where you.
Oh yes.
So you left the business because you had encountered a lot of pushback from friends, family members. I can imagine. So you literally just like I can't deal with it.
Exactly. It was almost as if
yeah.
So, do you understand what
I can totally relate to that.
Yes. I know that a lot of people did never expected what KMAC is today.
Okay.
That's the truth. Because it all started like a joke.
Yeah.
You get me? So we left the business. I left the business and I just started chasing other things.
Okay.
So for almost a year, I tried to chase other stuff.
Nothing was pulling through.
Nothing. By then I even now left the clothes business. So I was just
like a jack of all trades, just trying to
just
anyway, led by any means, let's just make it happen. Yeah.
So you know, a lot of stuff going on, and then I now had to go on my knees.
Back to the spiritual pillar.
Yes.
Alright.
I had to go on my knees.
Okay.
God, I'm having my second child coming. I don't even know what I'm going to do. You know? And I heard the voice clearly say to me, what about the other business that you started? What happened to it? I was like, what business? And I didn't want to think that it was that business. Because in my mind, I'm like,
I can't deal with all that negativity again. I'm going back to that space.
Yeah. I'm pick it up now and see what I can do.
Okay.
And that was it. So I think it was just that faith. I said, oh man. And then I picked it up. I did a few things. So this is now, I would say this is when the journey really now started.
All right.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's why I said it's about having a vision.
Okay.
So let me just say that was just a vision.
Okay.
I mean, I knew I had right.
All right.
Maybe at that point I might not have, I wouldn't have had like 100% faith like I have now, but I knew I had right.
All right.
And I just said okay. And I picked it up again,
Alright.
did a few barbecue stands, so I started calling people, printed, so I now started doing cards. I didn't even consider any client. I started doing cards, I started doing receipt booklets, I started doing
so trying to like give the elements of the proper business.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because I didn't do all that before.
Alright.
You get did a menu,
okay.
Started
structuring
combos
yeah.
and stuff, and then started pushing it out.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
And did events for a while, entered the event industry a bit by bit, we grew, and KMAC Grill became a household name in the event industry.
Yeah.
So now, as at this time, we were doing barbecue.
Okay.
Just barbecue, just a barbecue business.
Yeah.
We were doing barbecue for...
That's your conventional Nigerian sense of barbecue would be chicken or basically most
at
of
that
chicken.
point, I did not have the vision that I have today for... So what I'm saying, I don't want to confuse anyone.
Okay.
I had a vision for the food business, which is KMAC Grill, do this. But I think along the line, you pick other visions as well, if I'm right.
Okay.
As you're doing the business, other things
just kind of
so
and it kind of evolves
exactly into other things.
Yes. Okay.
So we did the business, we did the events industry, rose up the ladder a bit, it became a household name, and then I said, I remember I said, okay, maybe I should take this thing to the next level. Let me start doing videos.
Okay.
Because it got to a point, then there would be droughts. So for a new business, coming into the food, if you ask anybody about the food industry, I think it's the most competitive industry in Nigeria. So
very cutthroat.
Right now, for SMEs, I think, I may be wrong, I think food and event industry is the most competitive. Ask everybody.
Okay.
It is a job.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? So, for us to be able to get to that level, it took a lot of
hard
consistency.
Yeah, I love that word too. Three words we mentioned today: discipline, consistency, and sacrifice. Yes. Fantastic, very nice.
It took a lot of consistency. We fumbled so many times.
So it was
getting to events late,
learning fast and learning quickly, and just moving
so many times.
Okay.
Because it takes a lot of is logistics as well.
Okay.
So and it's a lot
of planning to it.
Yes. And coming from somebody that just spending money and
so that discipline
was
a nightmare. I can imagine.
You get what I'm saying? So now, along the line, it now became okay. This weekend we're having one event, 2 events. Okay, nice. Then next weekend, new event. Then the money you got from events after you spent it. Yeah. You're not looking again. Can't continue like this.
So you wanted some form of consistency in terms of the demand for the services that you were providing us at that time.
I wanted to look beyond the event industry.
Okay.
But I didn't know I was going to do it, and I was scared.
Which is normal, very normal.
Yes. So I took a leap of faith. I started. Got one small shop. Started one small shop in Macaulay.
Okay.
Off CMB.
Okay.
You should remember.
Yeah.
So started grilling, using all those foil pans. When we grill, I didn't really know anything about marketing and all.
Alright.
So
a lot of learning as you continue on the journey.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
No, you have to learn.
Yeah.
You have to learn. In fact, I think the best way to learn is fumble.
Yeah.
Give yourself the
fail quick.
Yes.
And learn fast.
Yes.
Okay.
Give yourself the opportunity to mess
Okay.
up.
Okay.
It's allowed.
Okay. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So, we got a store, small shop, started grilling for upper. Today they'll buy, tomorrow. Then I remember my boys used to enter bus to deliver.
Okay.
So you involve sometimes before they get in the food be cold.
I get that. Okay.
Sometimes you have food, you just waste,
Yeah.
you buy.
Right, yeah.
So I got discouraged.
Okay.
I chilled. But I was still doing it. And then I said, this delivery.
Die here. More or less.
This delivery I was doing. I have to. Because that's the only
leverage too.
Yes. Because so I had already started checking everything down, and I had watched a lot of people that were in the industry before me. I studied them closely.
Okay.
And I had realized they had made some mistakes as well.
Okay.
And I'm wondering, where did they get it wrong?
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? And then I'm asking myself, okay, tomorrow, what if something happens and people are not doing, Nigeria changes, and people are not doing events and not spending so much money on events?
Yeah.
And let's not forget that this barbecue that we're talking about, people were not really doing it back then.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Do you understand what I'm saying? You can imagine how easy it is for somebody that just wants to start a barbecue business or small shop. You know how easy it is for the person now.
Right now, yeah, because I mean,
the only thing is the market is very saturated, so it's very a bit difficult or tight for you to
get like your own space.
But I think it's all about looking for your own space and just chill there.
Yeah, and having some form of a unique version of your service.
Then let's not forget that then when I said I was going to start doing this barbecue business, I had no idea of where this business was going to.
Yeah.
No idea. I didn't know that barbecue would now be what people would be eating like this.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? So, we stopped the deliveries, and then I said, okay. I went back to the drawing board, and I started thinking, okay. By then, our party menu, we already had combos, different combos for party menu. So what I mean by combos is you got like different combinations.
The set menu type
of clothes, one plates, and stuff.
Okay.
So then this was just over a year ago.
Okay.
This was in 2017.
Okay.
2017 August or so. August, July, August. I said, okay, I think this was over the years now. So this is like 9 years down.
So a lot of
things. So yeah, a lot
small bits that now added and led you to that point.
So let's come down to 2017. I said, okay, we have to get this thing right now. We have to get it right. I said I'm going to be brand.
Okay.
I'd seen how the industry had evolved and all that, what people were doing.
And some of the influences from social media.
Exactly.
Because your handle on Instagram, KMAC Grill, is massive, and you have quite, a good proper followers.
Yeah,
I'm sure that must have also played a very pivotal role in your business model.
So I think there was just one random day. I went to one of the stores I usually buy stuff from, and I just saw a box. Different colors.
This is interesting. Okay.
And I bought everything I wanted to buy. I realized for something just said, go back and get that box.
All right.
So I went back inside the store. I bought a white box, I bought a red box, I bought a black box.
Okay.
I didn't know what I was going to do with it. this is not even the box.
But that obviously, but I mean, having refined the process, I mean, we're ending up with something that looks like this.
So we got a red, I bought a white red. I just bought like maybe 12, a dozen. I didn't know what I was going to do with it, but I just kept it aside. And I've also learned that there are some things that you actually have to do now to prepare you for the future.
So true.
So imagine if I didn't buy that box.
So
I took the boxes home. Yeah. I took the boxes home and I was just looking at them. This wasn't the logo.
Yeah, I know, and this is fantastic too. I love this.
We changed the logo and it suited the black box.
Okay.
So I said, okay, so I think we should go black. But don't let's forget that all these ideas that I have, I'm telling you, they're God-given ideas.
Alright.
You get what I'm saying? That's a spiritual
angle of it. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? I won't just wake up if I'm not
connected.
I don't want to leave a lot of people don't even know that I'm like this in terms of spirituality.
Yeah.
Just a few people.
Okay.
So I'm those kind of people that operate in my closets. You wouldn't know. So
you keep it very discreet.
Yes.
You're not one of those a man of God type of person,
I know,
and all that.
I believe in God. I know what I'm supposed to do. I know prayers work.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I study my Bible. So
spiritual pillar, people. Spiritual pillar.
So I know those things.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So and it works for me.
Okay. Alright. An amazing journey.
You understand what I'm saying?
Amazing.
So that was how I now thought about it. So my first client, I have this client that he eats whole chicken.
Okay.
So I just did it and just threw it
in the box
and sent it to him.
Okay.
No sticker, nothing.
Okay.
So he now called me and said, which one is this box again? I said, what do you think? He said, the packaging is nice.
Nice.
So I sat down with the box for days. I thought I would look at this box. What can I do? It just struck me. We have combos for our party menu. Why don't we start doing those combos
in the box? Alright.
And then have different,
set menus to it,
So that was how the black box started.
Okay.
At first, I'm like, hey, are you sure this thing is going to work? Are you sure?
So you had that.
So I started showing
myself
in my kitchen.
Alright.
So I started.
That's the kitchen in your house.
I started doing this in my kitchen.
And I remember you saying at some point that you started initially at the backyard of your house. Alright, so I'm just trying to let people out.
So all that,
that whole journey,
So started doing it in my kitchen, tried out, take pictures. Then we were already on Instagram. We didn't really have too many followers. We gradually. So we started giving people try out the black box.
Okay.
Black box. I just started calling it the black box.
Okay.
Black box. People were like, what was this? Everybody, I just checked the box. I said, hey. So I'm not calling it the black box experience.
I love that experience. I so love that part. That experience.
Yeah. Once you open the box, because I started checking reaction of so many people.
Okay.
When you open it, people have different. Exactly. So to some people, the corn is the corn I like. To some people, it's this. So it's an experience.
Yeah.
And the black box is catchy.
Yeah. Very.
The only other time you hear about a black box is a plane crash.
Thank you.
Do you understand?
And funny enough, I was going to say that.
Sticks.
Yeah.
Once
it's quite unique.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it sticks. And then the black box experience. What's
Okay.
the black box experience? What's the black box experience? And
that was
pushing it. And
that's where
once we first started, we had this size. This
right.
when we first started.
Then we
came along the line. We now started doing the MIDI.
I love that.
This is the 3,000 naira.
I love that.
This is for the ladies.
I love that. I love the way I love the grill marks at the flame grill marks at the back.
Exactly.
And it's quite very portable and unique in that sense.
Yeah.
Fantastic idea.
Yeah. So this is the box that fits two people.
Okay.
So along the line,
it it kind of
vision
evolved,
started exactly.
started growing,
Yeah.
becoming more
So
and all that. Yeah.
I started hearing questions in my head. Do you know you can become like KFC?
Mhm.
Do you know you can? And then I'll just try small. I'll see that I've done this and it's working. So that kept driving me.
Yeah.
Do you understand what I'm saying? And the main vision of the black box is to be at every major city
Okay.
in the world.
Okay.
By God's special grace, every major city. And what we want to be at airports.
Okay.
So
something you could just pick.
yes. So what we want to do is we want to sell Nigerian barbecue, Nigerian style barbecue to the world.
Okay.
Imagine how you crave for this box sometimes.
Yeah.
And then you're in transit, you're in Turkey, you can be at Istanbul airport and just pick up a box and eat. And the good thing is there's something in it for everybody. There's the family pack, there's a box for
two,
the
biggest
single box.
Yeah.
Do you understand?
Right.
So anybody can have it. You can use it for your retreats. You can use it for anything. So what this box has done is it's cut across all generations.
Okay.
I believe the older generation, the middle, and the younger generation. So back to the part of the loopholes or what I studied or what I researched.
Okay.
And I didn't want to repeat. I didn't want to repeat with my brand.
Yeah. You mean like the people that were
ahead
of you
exactly.
So what I noticed is
you start doing, and not only the barbecue business, you start doing a certain type of business, but because you try and because it's friends, it's not easy. Friends help your business.
Definitely.
Do you understand? You start off with them, but you need to learn at some point to break off.
Yeah.
And let your business stand and expose your business to other people.
Okay.
Do you understand? So what happens is when you leave your business with friends, family, over the years, you just see that it's only those people, and then you can't do wedding. Everybody will get married in this one's house. You understand what I'm saying? Then you're not getting jobs anymore. So, but I didn't want that to happen with my brand.
Okay.
I wanted us to be everywhere.
Okay.
So this black box now has taken us everywhere.
Okay.
The teenagers love it, the secondary school, the primary school children, they love it. So those children,
I'll tell you one thing.
those children, let me finish. Those children over the next few years, the brand is going to stick with them.
Yeah.
When they want to get married, they're going to use the brand.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
that's what it has done.
All right. The other day I was at a gathering at some office, and one of the individuals in the room was that person's birthday, and instead, so let me tell you why it was quite unique and interesting for me was that I was always used to in the office space when it's your birthday, the common denomination is you share what we call small chops, so it's a variation of samosa.
We wanted to do something away from
and that is taking me to where I'm going to is the fact that now there's now a new option, and which came in the form of the black box. So that day the lady didn't share small chops. Instead, she went with
special box.
Thank you. And it was so, opening the box and seeing the content, and I was like, wow, this is a game changer, because it kind of just changes the game and your idea of your typical barbecue.
You need to see the facial expression of some people when they get the box.
Okay.
Because then it was like, what's inside this black box?
Okay.
What is this? Some people didn't even know it was food. So most people don't know it's food until you take a closer look.
And you now see the logo.
So you understand what I'm saying? Before we were using only stickers.
Okay.
You get me?
Okay.
And I realized that look, you need to spend money on packaging.
Okay.
You need to spend money on your business.
Yeah.
I used to be afraid to spend money
on your business.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay.
But I just realized that you have to. If you need to portray, it's perception.
Yeah.
We've got billboards running in Ikeja.
Great.
It's perception. We've got ads everywhere on Instagram. It's perception.
And that's doing very well.
You get what I'm saying? So, but it costs a lot. But I have to do it.
Yeah. Very important that you do it.
I have to do it because we already know that we have a certified product. You can't take it away.
Yeah.
The food is
and
good.
It's unique to you too.
Exactly.
Nice taste, nice seasoning.
Exactly. And the thing
awesome experience.
Yes. So the thing is this: there's a particular source.
Okay.
I haven't even said. So there's
like a secret. That's
exactly
your secret in-house. You don't share that.
Let me now
Nobody can. Yeah.
Let me now kill you.
Yeah.
That sauce, you use it for the corn, you use it for the burger patty, you use it for the chicken,
Okay.
use it for the turkey, use it for the sausages.
Okay.
And what else? I use it for the chips.
Okay.
Now let me tell you the most amazing thing. Every bit of those items that we mentioned has got different tastes.
Even with the same. All right. Very unique. Very
you
unique.
understand what I'm saying? So that is what has kept the consistency of the food.
Yeah.
The taste.
So there hasn't been a dip in the flavor, the taste, the packaging. People aren't complaining of food poisoning. It's been more of great reviews, positive reviews.
Not all positive.
Yeah, probably a bit of
all positive.
Yeah.
Because you're in the service industry.
Yeah.
Anybody that will tell you he has positive reviews
all
every time,
then it's lying.
he's lying.
I like that fact.
Not all positive.
I like the fact that you're very open and you're letting people out there know that it's not all rosy.
I mean, it's good to have positive reviews.
Yeah.
And
but you also need the negative too, so that you can also keep the business alive.
You also need it will come because you work with you're running a business and there's human error.
Yeah.
So it will come. You're not dealing with machines.
And funny enough, that takes me to the next question. The next question I wanted to ask you, which is, can you tell the audience a time, pick your toughest challenge you had to overcome? I mean, in this your very, very interesting journey. Just one. Just to further, drill down on, this whole human error thing. You not being able to envisage some changes in probably policies or the direction in trend. Just give us one unique challenge that that you came across and you were successful in overcoming. So that because I believe that the audience out there, people who are watching this today, that probably want to start maybe not a barbecue business, but some dream like the way you had your dream. Watching this should further buttress their it should instill some level of confidence and let them understand that you're going to experience this and that. But if you stick at it, you're most probably going to get to the destination. So just tell us very briefly some challenge that you experienced and how you were able to solve that.
I think one of the major challenges I have faced over this journey is financial challenges born out of misplaced priorities, indiscipline, and then given the fact that I had never worked for anyone before.
Okay.
So I learned a lot of things on the job.
Okay.
Trust me. I've never worked for anyone apart from when I did my NYC. And that was it.
Yeah.
So I didn't have any form of financial discipline. Like
structuring of the business.
No structure, so I learned all that. So I learned the hard way, like I said. I messed up a lot. I would work so many times. I'll have money this weekend or this week, and then tomorrow there's no money, and then I'm still owing. What's going on? But you're seeing money. Going on.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? It was all just out of indiscipline.
Yeah.
That's the truth. It's just indiscipline. That's the word. Don't let's even mix it.
Mix it.
Indiscipline. Inability to control yourself.
Yeah.
That's what it is. So most people would say, and the economy does not encourage you to say. You understand what I'm saying? But the truth is this: you just started a business. You make some money, and then you want to buy something that does not concern the business.
So you that Gucci shoe.
I don't want to say. I don't want to say exactly.
Whatever.
Exactly. I just want to keep it on. You understand what I'm saying?
You
want to put money into something that does not help
the growth of the business. Yeah.
And then you come out, you say, my business is not going. It's not going to grow. So a lot of financial challenges, but over the years, I guess I learned.
So basically, what you're saying to the audience is that you've been able to, over time, increase your level of discipline.
Yes.
And that has spread across not just only your finances,
Yeah.
But generally, it has tied to your spirituality, it has tied to your physicality, meaning your how you wake up in the morning, like you say, work out, you start your day with working out, and also learning new things to evolve your business model, which I feel you couldn't have said it any other way better than how you've put it together. And it's, you know, and it's part of what the whole show is all about. You know, having people like you who have seen it all, you know, and are still going to see more, you know, but have you've gotten the balance, and you know that even when tougher challenges or when you have to go to the next level, you're basically going to use that same template that you've been able. So it's more or less like cracking the code.
Yeah.
You've been able to crack the code, and you're going to run with that. I mean, it's the audience out there watching this. It can't get any realer than this. We're going to close the show. It's been an amazing, chat with you for an inaugural show. I didn't even expect it to be this insightful. I've been your friend for a couple of years, and I didn't even know some of the things that you just said now. You know, but it also, having spoken to you today, it has also, the way I look at you has also changed. And, I feel like, you are a true-bred entrepreneur, basically. You're one that hasn't worked for anybody. You're one that had a dream, started off by selling clothes, selling this and all that, and, just trying to find your way in the mess of the jungle that we are in today. And you've been able, like I said, having made a couple tons of mistakes, you've learned quickly, you rebranded the business, you've gone broke, you left the business, you come back into the business, and I'm sure you come back for good, and that's an amazing thing. Just before we leave the show, I just want you to just, a word of advice to, that young lady or older person that's thinking about taking that leap of faith into their dream, or that individual out there who's currently, in the middle of a startup or a business that is having that challenge and is not really comfortable, they don't know what to do. I mean, if they watch this show and it gets them not to quit, then the show is worth watching. So can you just give us, give an audience just very briefly some words of encouragement, something that will fuel their dreams or ambition?
Okay, I think my word of advice for anyone about to start a business. So I think I'll go with anyone that's about to start a business first. If you're a startup or you just started, I'm sorry to tell you that it's not going to be easy. So you need to first have that mindset. Don't expect that a year down the line you're going to start making so much money like every other person. No. Give yourself a chance to make mistakes. Learn from the mistakes. But one thing is, never ever give up. It's not an option.
Okay.
Never ever
we die here.
Give up.
Alright?
That's the spirit. So yeah.
Thank you, MACAULAY. It's been awesome having you on the show, and you can't even understand how much this means to me, and most importantly, you can't even understand how I feel this will impact people who will consume this content. I mean, the essence of the show, the essence of why I do all this is basically, we are in a country where a lot of people are just zombies. A lot of people don't even know their left from their right. A lot of people there's no form of encouragement. There's no archive. There's no database that a common Nigerian can go into and have insightful knowledge in terms of what we just spoke about, and have that feedback and still take that into whatever they want to. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that if a startup wants to start a business today, he doesn't have any place
to look up to,
any platform he can go to and hear a story from a black box like yours, or someone who's into any other thing. And that's why I feel this show is pivotal. and I have to say a very big thank you, for taking up your time. I know you're a very busy person. I remember the last time you had that engagement with the Dangote wedding. You work with the likes of the Buckners, and I mean, you've done pretty much well for yourself, and the journey has been one that has been very spicy. And I see even much greater things ahead of you as long as you stick to the code you've cracked and your regime of, basically what I talk about in the personal developmental journey, which are the 3 pillars: physical, mental, and spiritual. Hey guys out there, I remain your digital influencer. Like I promised you, nothing but value, and in the journey to becoming more, I hope the content we have put together today would give you that edge, that you need to be able to, get that journey going, and also most importantly, when you encounter a lot of the negative energy or pushbacks from friends, family, or just the general environment itself, having watched this content, you would continue. There will be fuel for you to continue doing what you're doing, and hopefully one day you'll be on the chair like KMAC is and telling your story and helping those who need that level of help to, get to the next level. Hey, come on guys, let's all be all we were created to be. Have a great one.